I'm about to do your Scorpio December 2020 love reading, and in this reading we're going to take a look at how your romantic person of interest really feels about you. Scorpio, how is it going? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Scorpio love reading video. If this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you never miss any of the Scorpio love readings I post for you every week. Now let's get on with this Scorpio love reading for today, because today we're going to take a look at your romantic person of interest. So whoever it is you're romantically involved with, romantically thinking about, or just romantically energetically connected to in some way, we're going to take a look at that person, and specifically we're going to look at how does that person really feel about you in December 2020. What are they thinking about you? What are their beliefs about you? And we're going to look at what this person's intentions are toward you, and then what their most likely actions are going to be toward you in December 2020. And then we're going to finish off the reading for you by getting you some advice from the universe on how to navigate the situation with this person. You know, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, kind of how to play this situation so it works out in a way that's best for you. Now just keep in mind that this is a general reading, and it's not even possible for it to resonate with all like 700 million plus Scorpios that are walking the face of the earth all at the same time. So regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still probably want to check your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign videos, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos in the description box down below. Now enough yakking, let's get on with this Scorpio reading for today. I'm a Leo myself, but I have a Scorpio rising, so hopefully I can get us some good messages here. Now let's take a look at how does Scorpio's romantic person of interest really feel about Scorpio in December 2020. Let's get 3 cards about how Scorpio's romantic love interest really feels about Scorpio in December 2020, please. And let's get one more on how this person feels about Scorpio. Okay, we're going to take a bonus card. I had one flip over in the deck here. Alright. Now, on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So, this is Virgo energy. The King of Pentacles is someone who's very stable, very abundant, very prosperous. Someone who's generous. They have their finances in order. They've got their assets in order. Their material world is in order. The King of Pentacles is usually someone who is like involved in business of some kind, like owns their own business, builds businesses, builds empires, maybe involved in a business like in a managerial role, has some sort of authority about him. Usually a very generous energy, a very kind kind of person. Like I said, this is Virgo energy. This is a general reading, so this could represent Taurus or another earth sign, maybe Capricorn. I don't really feel Capricorn though, but it's possible. Let's see what we got here. Now this is how your person feels about you, Scorpio. So in their feelings for you, we have the 7 of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords, and we got the 7 of Swords, and then we have the Knight of Wands. So this 7 of Wands, this is Leo energy here. Wands are about passion and desire. So this is like being walled off and defensive in a sense. These other wands here can represent other people, their actions, their words, their thoughts, their opinions, what they're saying about something, and your person defending themselves against it. It could mean that they're feeling that you are somewhat walled off and defensive, that you're willing to defend your position on something here. This can also represent, since this is about passion and desire, that they're willing to fight for what it is they desire, fight for what they want in terms of you. Now this could, like I said, this could mean this is their feelings about you, so this could mean that they're feeling like you're somewhat walled off and defensive here. Or that you're willing to fight for something here. Probably something to do with stability. Now next we have the Ace of Swords. This is the sword of victory, the sword of truth, the sword of clarity. This can be a sword that signifies some sort of a decision being made, like you would use this sword to cut off the other options that you have. This can even represent like severing a relationship. It could be the sword that you would use to sever something that's not in balance in your life. I'm wondering if this is your person's feeling like they're getting some clarity about you here. Almost like they're willing to fight for this connection, that they've finally gotten some clarity on something. Although this next card is not really looking all that good. We do have 2 sevens here in this first row of cards for their feelings. This 7 of Swords, usually not such a great energy. This is, most of the time, this is like trying to get away with something, like sneaky behavior, deception. Could be lying, could be cheating, could be stealing. Overall, like sneaky, deceptive behavior, trying to get away with something. Now, it doesn't always mean that. Now, there are a couple other meanings to this card. Like, if you think about it, why is this dude stealing these swords? Well, he's stealing the swords because he doesn't want those swords to be used against him. He doesn't want to be hurt by those swords. So this sometimes is an energy of self-preservation, as in like not wanting to be hurt by something. Also, this guy's stealing these swords, but he can only carry 5 of those 7 swords. He's got to leave the other 2 swords behind because he can't carry those with him. So sometimes this is an energy of leaving something behind. I'm almost feeling like maybe your person is like, they're looking at the stability here. Yeah, they're looking at the stability here. Next we have the 2 of Wands. This is a crossroads. This is a fork in the road. This is a decision point. It's a decision about which path leads them to the world that they want and which path do they need to leave behind. I'm almost getting the feeling that your person is looking at this connection, trying to make some sort of a decision here about, do I stay and fight for this connection with Scorpio, or do I leave this behind? I don't think your person wants to get hurt here. But then also in their feelings for you, we have more Wands energy, more fire sign energy. This is the Knight of Wands, the second fastest moving knight in the deck. This is about rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action towards something they have a lot of passion and desire for. So this is their feelings for you. I'm feeling like they have a lot of passion and desire for you, and they want to rush forward toward you passionately. It's like they're willing to fight for this connection. I don't know what this means yet. I don't know if we've got like some clarity about some sneaky behavior going on. I don't know if this is saying that they're feeling like cutting off their sneaky behavior that they've done in the past. Sometimes this Knight of Wands is referred to as the player of the tarot deck, like player energy, wishy-washy energy, like in and out type energy. Like the Knight of Wands can rush in all passionately, get what they want, and then rush out and go passionately somewhere else to get what they want. So sometimes these 2 cards together can mean that type of a sneaky behavior. Like, I'm not 100% sure on this. This will become more clear as we go along. If that's the case, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to have the King of Pentacles here. That's about being stable. So let's take a look at what this person is thinking about Scorpio in December 2020. What's this person think about Scorpio in December 2020, please? What are their thoughts on Scorpio for December 2020? Let's get one more on that, please. Let's get one more on their thoughts about Scorpio. Okay, we're going to take more than one. I feel like there's more in here. Yeah, there's a lot going on. How these cards are starting to all stick out and separate. They're all trying to get away from me at once. Feel like there's more in here. Told ya. Yep. Okay, now we just saw the 2 of Wands a second ago. Now we're to the 3 of Wands. So in that 2 of Wands, it was a decision about which path leads them to the world they want, which path do they need to leave behind. Well, now we've progressed up to the 3 of Wands. This is the next step in the Wands suit. So this time, the path has already been chosen. That decision's been made. They've already chosen the path. They've taken steps down that path already, actively walking down the path, actively taking actions toward what it is they desire. And this is like an energy of like trying to manifest that. It's an energy of waiting. They've taken the steps. They have this positive expectancy that something good is coming to them. They've chosen the right path. They're expecting something good to come. It just hasn't materialized in the 3D physical world yet. They're still waiting on it to manifest. They're waiting on their ships to come in. Now, normally I get 3 cards for each of these. I just got 6 for what they're thinking about you. So that's proof they have a lot on their mind when it comes to you. Aha. In their thoughts about you, Scorpio, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, Temperance, we have the Three of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So we got a little bit of swords out here. I see 3 swords already. We've got 3 wands. We got our first major arcana card now too, and we've got 1 pentacle and 1 cup. This Ace of Pentacles, this is a new beginning in something tangible, something prosperous, something that has the potential for a lot of stability, the potential for a lot of abundance. This is like a new opportunity being presented to your person, or your person thinking about some new opportunity related to you, Scorpio. This is the seed that has the potential to grow into the Ten of Pentacles that everybody wants. So this is good stuff. Now, it's not the Ten of Pentacles in and of itself. It just has the potential to get there. In order to get from this Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, it's going to require some work. It's going to require some time and some effort to be put into this. But this is a new opportunity that your person is thinking about regarding you. Next, we have the Ten of Wands. Now, this is a heavy burden that your person is carrying here. It's a 10, which is a good sign because 10s are completion. So this represents the completion of some heavy burden. So either your person is thinking about laying this burden down, or they're almost to a place where they can lay this burden down. Either way, right now they're thinking about this burden as it relates to you. That burden could very well be this Seven of Swords. It could be that there was some sort of sneaky behavior going on. In fact, the card that's laying right under it leads me to believe that that is true. We'll get to that in a second, though. Next, in their thoughts about you, we have Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. This also is Sagittarius energy. This Knight of Wands is also Sagittarius energy. It's got the salamander all over his little tunic here, so that's Sagittarius. This is an energy of being patient about something, not being in a big hurry. This is an energy of like assimilating changes, blending things together a little bit at a time, not being in a hurry with it though, taking a step back and looking at how is all this panning out, how's all this working out before they come back in to blend together a little bit more to make some fine-tuning type adjustments. Now, another thing that this card can represent is reconciliation energy. In tarot, cups represent love and emotions. Water represents emotion. So you've got this angel here with 2 cups and she's blending the water together. So this water has actually been separated into 2 different cups, and the angel is reconciling this. She's blending those 2 cups back together, mixing that water back together into 1 cup. So this can represent reconciliation energy here. Person carrying some sort of burden, looks like they're feeling like fighting for this connection with you, even though it is a burden. Like they're thinking about a new opportunity, they're thinking about reconciliation. At the very least, they're thinking about being patient with this. Next, we have the Three of Swords. And now this is the card that's laying directly under this Seven of Swords here on the table. Seven of Swords is right next to what could be referred to as the player energy here. This rushing in passionately, getting what they want, rushing out, going somewhere else to get what they want. This could very well be telling me that there was a third-party scenario going on in here. This is heartbreak and sadness from a third-party energy. Now, doesn't necessarily mean a romantic third party, although it can be, especially when you've got the Seven of Swords, lying, cheating, stealing, that type of an energy right above it, and the player energy right next to that. So this could very well be telling me that your person is thinking about the heartbreak and sadness that they caused to you, which could be the heavy burden that they're carrying here. And it could be the whole reason why they're thinking about this reconciliation. I mean, if they hadn't caused the heartbreak and sadness, if they hadn't been sneaky, if they hadn't been a player, there would be no need to reconcile this situation. I feel like that's what your person's waiting on. Yeah, right under this Three of Wands, we have the Ten of Cups. This is the happy fairy tale ending card. This is about 2 people who are together, who are emotionally happy, emotionally content, in love together. Waiting on that to happen, waiting on reconciliation so they can get to the Ten of Cups with their Scorpio. Next in their energy and their thoughts, we have the Four of Cups. Now, this can be an energy of like emotional discontentment, like not being emotionally happy. You can see the person in the card has 3 full cups here. They're not very happy with it. It's not what they want. It's not fulfilling to them. They're kind of bored with that, thinking that there might be something better for them. In fact, they're daydreaming about this other opportunity that might bring them more happiness, more emotional contentment. Now, a lot of times for me as a reader, this represents a love offer already being on the table. It just hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just been left hanging here in the air. So they could be thinking about that. Or this could be that they're thinking about making this love offer to you, daydreaming about making this love offer to you. They just haven't done it yet because they're afraid they might be rejected. Probably because of this third-party situation, this heartbreak and sadness, because of this Seven of Swords sneaky behavior, because of this player-type energy. They feel like fighting for it, though. I think they're also feeling like this sword could be used to cut them off completely, which could be why this is a heavy burden. It could be why they're thinking about making this love offer and just haven't done it yet. And right next to that, I got some verification of that. We got the Queen of Swords here. This is Libra energy. This is she who knows the truth. Now, you can see by the way she holds her hand out, she'll offer to let you speak your truth. The problem is she already knows the truth. So the truth you speak to her, it damn well better match the truth she already knows, or you're getting cut with that sword. Same sword that's laying here on the table in their feelings already. So this is an energy of speaking the truth, but it's also an energy of cutting off the things or the people that no longer serve you. Excuse me. So I'm thinking that's part of the burden here. I think your person was probably being sneaky in the past, probably did some shady shit that they shouldn't have been doing, caused some heartbreak and sadness. They want to reconcile this situation. They're thinking about having the opportunity to reconcile with you, trying to be patient about it. They're waiting on that to happen, maybe waiting on the right timing for that, waiting on this opportunity to present itself so that they can try and get back to this happy fairy tale ending with you. Afraid that if they offer this cup of love too soon, they're going to get Queen of Swords type treatment from you. You're going to cut them off. That's what it's looking like. What does this person believe about Scorpio in December 2020, please? What are their beliefs about Scorpio in December 2020? I think this person's got a lot going on in their mind. Here the cards are all trying to get away from me again. Let's get one more. Yeah, it's like the more I shuffle, the more they're all scooting apart. That's a telltale sign that there's a lot going on in this person's head. Tell me more about their beliefs about Scorpio in December 2020, please. I told you there was a lot going on for them. I just got 5 cards again. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Now, this is a water sign energy. This is usually Cancer energy. Now, really, the Queen of Cups is 2/3 Cancer, 1/3 Gemini, but in a general reading, this can represent Scorpio. This could represent Pisces just as easily. Either way, this represents how your person is viewing you. They believe you are the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is someone who's very loving, very nurturing. It's a mothering type energy. Someone who's very in touch with their intuition. Very intuitive, very emotionally connected, emotionally aware. This represents that they have a lot of love and emotions for you, and they want to give that love and emotions for you. It's also how they're viewing you. You're a very loving person that you give your love and emotions, and they're doing a lot. They believe this to be how you are. Ace of Cups on the underneath that. This is a new beginning in love and emotions. So they're believing they can get this new beginning with the Queen of Cups. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is divine timing. Now, I already said that I feel like they're waiting on the right timing, waiting on this opportunity to present itself, waiting on the right timing to present this love offer to you that they've been thinking about. They're just afraid you're going to cut them off if they present it too soon. This is backing that up. This is divine timing. This can be the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Destiny. So this can be some sort of fated event. This could be a change in your person's luck and fortune. This can also represent the universe or the divine turning the wheel in the background, trying to make sure things line up the way they're supposed to. That way what is supposed to happen will happen. And that's usually what this card represents for me. What's supposed to happen is going to happen. Now, not really a whole lot you can do about it. We have wish fulfillment underneath that with this Nine of Cups. So they believe you are their wish fulfillment. They believe that their stability is revolving around you in some way. They believe that you're at this fork in the road, this crossroads, this decision point. They believe it's your decision about which path leads you to the world that you want and which path are you going to leave behind. And I think they're afraid that you're going to cut them off and leave them behind because of the sneaky, shady shit they did in the past. Well, in their beliefs about you, Scorpio, we have the Page of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Fool. So out of all 5 of these cards, only one of them's not cups, including the card on the bottom of the deck and the card right underneath that. So we got a lot of cups out here in their beliefs about you. A lot of love and emotions in their beliefs about you. This Page of Cups, now pages are messengers. Cups, again, are about love and emotions. So this is news and messages of love and emotions. This can represent an apology your person's thinking about giving you. This can represent your person believing that they need to be giving you messages of love and emotions. This can represent your person wanting to make a love offer to you. Now, the thing that just popped out to my head is, like, out of all the court cards, you got pages, knights, queens, and kings. The pages are the most immature. Like, not necessarily like childish immature, but immature in the sense of like not fully developed yet. In other words, this is a page, it's not a king, you know? So he's got a little fish in his cup. You know, he's not fully all the way there yet. Now, in their beliefs about you, we also have the Seven of Cups. Now, this is options and choices, but it's confusion about those options and choices. There's a lot of cups here. There's a lot of different stuff in these cups. There's a lot of emotions involved here. And your person's not wanting to make a mistake. So this is either telling me that they believe you have the opportunity to make some sort of love offer somewhere else. You have a lot of options and choices. I mean, come on, you're a Scorpio, so of course you've got options and choices in love. So this is them being confused about what to do regarding you, about what choice to make. In their beliefs about you, we also have the Ten of Cups, which we just saw a minute ago, the happy fairy tale ending card. So this is telling me they believe they can have this happy fairy tale ending with you. They're just confused about what to do here. They don't want to make any mistakes. They don't want to make any mistakes because the minute they make a mistake, they're getting cut. This is a heavy burden to them. Now, we also have this Five of Cups. Now, this is sadness and remorse about the past. Possibly even some guilt about the past. It's your person being focused on these 3 cups that have been spilled out. All the love, all the emotions that have been spilled out, all the time, effort, and energy that's been spilled out and wasted. And it's your person having their focus on the things that they've lost, on the things that they don't have anymore. And because that's where their focus is, they're feeling that loss. They're feeling that sadness, the remorse, possibly some guilt about it. And in the meantime, they still have those 2 full cups behind them. They just aren't focused on that. They don't notice that. So this can cause them, you know, where their focus is, can cause them to miss this opportunity that they're waiting on. It can cause them to miss things that they should be thankful for, but they're not. So that could be what's going on here. Your person's realizing that, damn, I screwed up. And they're sad and remorseful about that. Now, this is also telling me that you probably have some sadness and remorse about the past, and rightfully so. I mean, if they were doing some sneaky, shady stuff behind your back, if they were being a player behind your back, if they had some sort of third party cause this heartbreak and sadness for you, well, of course, you're going to have sadness and remorse about that too. Now, the last card in their beliefs about you is the Fool. So this is the first card in the major arcana. Now, we've only actually got 2 major arcana cards out here, which is kind of unusual. Usually there's at least a couple more than that. So this is like a new beginning here. This is about your person not needing to know what all the steps are from beginning to end before they take the first step. not needing to know what the outcome is going to be before they take the first step. This is about just having that blind faith to say, you know what, screw it. I'm going to jump off the cliff and figure out how to grow my wings on the way down. They have a lot of love and emotions for you. They want this new beginning in love and emotions with you. And I feel like this is them believing that, you know, at some point I'm going to have to stop being confused about all these options. I'm going to have to stop pussyfooting around here, and I'm going to have to just go for it. This could also be saying that, like I said, it's possible they believe you have other opportunities here. You can make love offers. You can receive love offers from other people. You have other options in love. I mean, you're a Scorpio. So this could represent them thinking that, oh crap, maybe Scorpio is going to take the leap somewhere else. This can also sometimes represent taking risks outside of the connection, outside of the relationship with you, which we have already seen quite a bit of evidence that they've already done that. So it could be that too. This general reading, you got to take it as it resonates. But, well, that's their feelings, their thoughts, and their beliefs about you, Scorpio. What are their intentions? What are this person's intentions towards Scorpio in December 2020, please? What are their intentions towards Scorpio? Really? Really, really, really? On the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands. Now, fives are about conflict. Wands are about passion and desire. So this is a conflict, like an internal conflict with your person. A conflict in their desires. In other words, they're not quite sure what they want to do. We've already seen this evidence that they're confused. They're thinking about making this love offer, but they're worried about doing it in the wrong timing because you might cut them off. This is them being internally conflicted about you. Even in their intentions, they're conflicted about what should I even do here, because they've screwed things up pretty bad is what it looks like. This is like them pulling themselves in multiple different directions in terms of what their desires are. Under that, we have death. This is a painful transformation. This is like the ending to something. This is something actually dying so that it can be transformed and reborn again in a more beautiful way. Like if you think about when a butterfly turns into a cat, or a caterpillar turns into a butterfly, the caterpillar goes into a cocoon. It's not having a party in there. It's not fun and games. It's actually dying. It's going through this painful transformation process where it's no longer a caterpillar. It's turning into something else entirely and being reborn as a butterfly. So this represents some sort of painful transformation process. This could be telling me that they intend to try and transform this situation. They're trying to transform this internal conflict they have. Already seen that they're kind of wanting to reconcile this situation with you, that it's a heavy burden. They're confused. They're sad and remorseful about what they've done. They're worried you're going to cut them. This is them going through the pain of all of that, trying to transform the situation. Because they caused the tower moment here. The tower is when everything comes crumbling down. This is like a lightning bolt from the universe knocking the tower down. Now this is card 16 of the Major Arcana. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 is the number of the divine. This is the divine intervening. The divine knocking the tower down. Like most people think when they hit a tower moment, like, God, why is this happening to me? Well, it's not happening to your person, it's happening for your person. Or in this case, it's not happening to you. This whole heartbreak and sadness isn't happening to you. This could be telling me that it's happening for you. Like the divine is removing this BS from your life because it doesn't serve you. This isn't where you're supposed to be. Now, this is your person's intentions, though. Like I feel like they're internally conflicted and they're trying to transform all the damage they did in this tower when they brought everything crumbling down. And they're intending to try and plan for the future with you. This Page of Pentacles is news and messages of some practical, tangible opportunity. He's carrying this Ace of Pentacles, this opportunity that they've been waiting on. So they're planning for the future with you here. We got a lot of pages showing up. We got the Page of Pentacles here. We've already got the Page of Cups, like immature energy. right under this High Priestess, we have another page, the Page of Wands, but we'll get to that in a second. This High Priestess is the second card in the Major Arcana, card number 2. This is she who knows. This is like, she sits in front of the veil of consciousness, so she has access to all information. Like, there's plenty of stuff you and I as humans, we don't have access to certain information. There's things that we don't know, things that we're not even meant to know. She can go back and forth behind the curtain whenever she wants, so she knows everything. This is where your intuition comes from, where your gut feelings come from. This is like divine guidance. So this can represent that your person is like receiving intuitive hits about this, or maybe you're receiving intuitive hits about this, gut feelings about this. This can represent dreams as like messages coming through your dreams, messages coming through like synchronicities, like things that some people would consider a coincidence, or repeating numbers, things of that nature. In a love reading, this can also represent that this is a connection that's deeper than just something physical. It's deeper than just something emotional. It's bordering on a spiritual connection. It can mean any of those things, so you just got to take it as it resonates for you. And then we got this Page of Wands. So that's the third page, the third immature energy we've seen. Pages are messengers, so this is news and messages of passion and desire. So maybe your person's intending to send you some news and messages of passion and desire. Maybe like gut feeling wise, intuitively, they know they better do something. So sending messages of passion and desire might be helpful in terms of how this person's viewing the situation. This is also the minor arcana version of this Fool energy that we've already seen in their beliefs about you. So this is like having that childlike enthusiasm, that willingness to take the first steps down a new path towards something they have a lot of passion and desire for, which would clearly be you. Maybe trying to get to some new level of commitment with you. This is Taurus energy, but this is a card of commitment. This is a card of taking things to the next level from wherever they currently are now. And where they currently are now is you guys are single. This is the singles card. This is with you or without you, or even in spite of you. I'm single, I'm abundant, I'm prosperous in my own right. I don't need anyone to take care of me. I got my finances in order, I got my assets in order, my material 3D world is in order. And this is you not needing anybody to take care of anything for you. And then next we have the Sun. This is the happiest card in the deck. So I feel like your person, they're wanting to take things to the next level from where they are now, which is you guys being single. They're wanting to get back together with you. They're wanting this reconciliation with you. That's what their intentions are. You make them incredibly happy. This is Leo energy, but this is the happiest card in the deck. Happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. You make your person incredibly happy. They view you as the sunshine that lights up their life. Problem is, they done messed everything up. This 8 of Cups, this is detachment. This is like emotional detachment, physical detachment, physically walking away from something. The guy in this card's walking away from 8 full cups of love. Now, they could survive on those 8 full cups of love probably for the rest of their life. The problem is, not really happy with it, not fully content, believes there's something more out there, something better out there for them. I think this is your person like being worried about that. You're single, you don't really need them for anything. They want this commitment. Feel like they're worried that you're going to walk off. They're already worried you're going to reject them and cut them off. I think that's this. They're worried about you're going to walk away and screw you, I'm out. Now, in their intentions for you, we have the King of Cups. We have the Cancer card, the Chariot. We have the Lovers. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this King of Cups, this is a decision maker. This is Pisces or Scorpio energy here. This is someone who has a lot of love and emotions. They're very intuitive. They use their emotions when they make their decisions, but they're balanced. They're emotionally balanced, emotionally stable. They don't let their emotions cloud their judgment. They also don't wear their heart on their sleeve. They don't outwardly express their emotions. They don't let that stuff get in the way, although they do have a lot of love and emotions. So I feel like your person is like, they really do have a lot of love and emotions for you. They're just not outwardly expressing it. think what this is telling me, this is part of their internal conflict they're having. The card directly above this on the table in their beliefs is this Page of Cups. Now this is expressing love and emotions. This is sending news and messages of love and emotions, telling you how they feel about you. I think they're intending to keep that to themselves, to keep a lid on that, to keep that quiet, to not necessarily let that cat out of the bag here. But they do have a lot of love and emotions for you. And we've got the Cancer card, the Chariot. This is about using the will to move forward past all the problems, all the challenges, all the obstacles from the past, and to do it quickly and successfully. It's about moving forward rapidly in victory and success, but using the will to do it. Now, see, the thing with this card is, if you notice, there's no reins connecting these beasts that are pulling the chariot here. The driver doesn't use reins like you would on a horse and a buggy. He uses his will alone to steer these beasts. The problem with that is, if he's not in perfect alignment, this thing isn't going anywhere. It's not going to move a single inch. So your person's intending to make rapid progress, but in order to do that, your person damn well better be in alignment, or there is not going to be any progress. And it doesn't look like they're in alignment right now because they're internally conflicted. They're carrying a heavy burden. They're sad. They're remorseful. They're confused. So I'm not sure. Also in their intentions are the Lovers. This is divine masculine, divine feminine. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in. We're soulmates, we're twin flames, whatever label you want to put on that. This is divine counterparts. This represents a very strong, very deep emotional connection. Represents usually two people that are probably supposed to be together. At least that's how your person's intending things to be. They're intending to move forward rapidly towards this connection with you, but I don't know how that's going to happen if they're keeping their mouth shut, if they're not really in alignment here. Also in their intentions are this Ten of Pentacles. Now we saw the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck earlier. That's who would build the Ten of Pentacles. Someone who has a lot of stability, a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity. This is the happy home life card, the happy stable home life. This is where you don't want for anything. Again, we already saw the Nine of Pentacles. You've got your material world in order, your finances in order. Well, this is that in spades. This is about that with two people. So a lot of times this is like building a legacy, the combining together of two people, two families, all their assets, all their resources in order to build something even more stable and abundant. So this is all part of your person's intending to build this level of stability with you. They're intending to have this deep love connection with you. They're intending to move it forward quickly, and they do have a lot of love and emotions for you. That's their intentions. Now, you and I both know how people are. What they intend to do and what they actually end up doing are oftentimes two very different things. So let's take a look at what this person's most likely actions are going to be toward you in December 2020. What are this person's most likely actions going to be towards Scorpio in December 2020, please? Skip 3 cards for their most likely actions towards Scorpio. I'm not sure I'm digging this already. What are this person's most likely actions? There's another one in here, it feels like. Yep, it just flipped over. Let me dig that sucker out here. What do we got? Well, okay, maybe. On the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess again. She who knows. Receiving intuitive hits, divine guidance, gut feelings about this. This is telling me that this is a deeper connection than just something physical or emotional. This is probably a spiritual type connection, and I'm actually seeing things to verify that out here. We've got the angel or the divine represented here on this Temperance card about reconciling the situation. We've got the Lovers out here. This is divine counterparts, divine masculine, divine feminine. Two people who are meant to be together. Very, very, very deep soul type connection. And now in their most likely actions for you, toward you, we have the Moon, we have the Page of Wands, the Empress, and the Emperor. So these two right here, sacred feminine, sacred masculine, that's almost as good as the Lovers when you have both of these out here together. especially when you got the High Priestess out here looking at me at the same time. This is all 4 queens rolled into one person, all 4 kings rolled into one person. These are counterparts of the major arcana, which are the powerful divine type energies. So these are 2 people who are supposed to be together. I think your person screwed the pooch in the past, though. This moon card, this is fears, worries, anxieties. This can also represent something being hidden in the dark, like some type of secret that's being kept here. This is their most likely actions toward you. Another meaning to this High Priestess card, like she who knows. She sits in front of the veil of consciousness. She has access to information you and I don't have access to. She knows everything. A lot of times this can represent that there's something you don't know. Some sort of secret being kept. There's something hidden in the dark from you. Some sort of secret being kept. When I have both of these at the same time, to me that's saying, look, there's something that you don't know about here. And I think your person is going to do the best they can to keep it that way. Their most likely actions, or at least one of them, is to keep something hidden in the dark. Yes, they're probably feeling fears, worries, and anxieties about this because they don't want to get cut off. But I still strongly feel like there's something that you don't know about, and they are trying to keep it that way. We got the Page of Wands. So again, the second time we've seen this, seen 3 different pages now. This is immature fire, passion, energy here. This is about taking the first steps down a new path towards something they have passion and desire for. So this is telling me that their most likely actions are to keep something hidden from you and still try to approach you with passion and desire, still take steps in your direction, still send you passionate messages. Unless this is telling me that that's what they're trying to keep secret, that they're still sending passionate messages somewhere else, like they're still in their feelings, they're feeling like this sneaky energy, they're still feeling this player energy. I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe they're still making passionate messages somewhere else, and that could be what you don't know about. This could be telling me that your intuition is telling on them, that your gut is telling you something's not right with this, something's going on, there's an internal conflict here. This could be your person's internal conflict, as in like they want to reconcile this, but then a piece of them is like completely stupid to think they can screw over a Scorpio and get away with it. They're still sending passionate messages somewhere else. That could very well be. Now, this Empress energy, this is the mother of the tarot deck. Like I said, all 4 queens rolled into one person. All new things are birthed through the Empress. So for me, this almost always represents the birth of something new here. Trying to take steps down a new path towards something they have a lot of passion and desire for, trying to birth something new with you, while something is still hidden in the dark. And we have the Emperor energy. This is a master manifester. He's got all the tools, all the resources. He's got everything he needs to put together a plan to get what he wants, and then to execute that plan to get what he wants. This is about taking control of a situation, taking charge of a situation, going after what he wants. I don't know, Scorpio. I don't know. I've got some good cards out here. Don't get me wrong. I mean, right in the center of the spread here, we have the 10 of Cups, the happy fairy tale ending card. Your person believes they can have that with you. Directly under that, we have the Lovers. We got the fastest moving energy in the deck here. We got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups out here. This is everybody's goal financially. This is everybody's goal in love. Well, they got both of them out here on the table. That's a good sign. The Emperor and the Empress is a good sign. This divine guidance is a good sign. The problem is we got this internal conflict. We've got this sneaky ass shady behavior. We've got this player energy here, this in and out wishy-washy bullshit. We've got the 3 of Swords, heartbreak and sadness. We got them contemplating a love offer, but they just don't have the cojones to actually pull it off because they're too afraid they're going to get cut from you, from the dumb stuff they did. We got a heavy burden. So they're not in alignment. We've got all this confusion. We've got sadness and remorse out here. the part that concerns me the most is I can't shake the feeling that there's still something you don't know about. There's still some secrets that are being kept from you. And I don't think they have any intentions of like letting that cat out of the bag either. I almost feel like, I'd say 80% sure that they're still sending passionate messages somewhere that's not you, and they're trying to keep a lid on that. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, general reading, you got to take it however it resonates for you. But that's your person. So let's get you some advice, Scorpio, about how to navigate the situation with this person. What should you do? What should you not do? Kind of how should you play this so that it works out in a way that's best for you? So what is the advice for Scorpio on how to navigate the situation with this person in December 2020? What should Scorpio do? What should they not do? How should they play it so it works out best for Scorpio? What's the advice for Scorpio, please? What's the advice for Scorpio, please? Okay, I think I have one flip over in the deck somewhere here. I do. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. Happy fairy tale ending. So yeah, this is... I'm hoping I've got this completely wrong in terms of that there's something still hidden in the dark. I'm hoping that what this means, okay, yes, your person's still internally conflicted about this. They're getting divine guidance about this. Their intuition is telling them what to do. They have all these fears and worries and anxieties about it because clearly they screwed up in the past. Clearly they're worried about you cutting them off. And we've got that Ace of Swords out here and the Queen of Swords. They're worried about you cutting them off. Hopefully that's what this is representing, that this is just fears and worries. Although I still don't really believe that, but let's just hope that that's what it is. And even though they are fearful and worried, they're still going to take actions, like steps in your direction, come to you with passion and news and messages of passion, trying to rebuild this connection, this power couple type connection. On the bottom of the deck for your advice, we got the Ten of Cups, which is in the center of the spread for them. This is the happy fairy tale ending card. You guys being emotionally happy, emotionally fulfilled, in love together. I mean, there's a rainbow of 10 full cups of love. This seems like a good thing. We've got the Emperor right underneath that. You taking control of this situation. This can also represent setting boundaries. Seven of Swords underneath that. So this is that, in their feelings, they got that Seven of Swords. This could be sneaky behavior. This could also represent you not wanting to be hurt, stealing these swords so that they can't be used against you, setting boundaries on that. This can also be you walking away and leaving something behind. So yeah, maybe you want this Ten of Cups. Maybe this is saying that you need to be very clear and set some boundaries. No more sneaky BS. Now we've got the Eight of Pentacles under that. This is a card of putting in the work on something, or being willing to put in the work on something. And we've got some Pisces energy here, the Hanged Man. This is stagnation. This is progress being halted, no forward movement. The Hanged Man is hanging upside down, and he's doing that to look at things from all these different perspectives than usual, different points of view, different angles, trying to gain enlightenment on something, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. With this love connection, this Two of Cups, I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected. But it's a two, and in tarot, twos represent needing to make a choice. And we've got the Ace of Cups. Now this can represent a new beginning in love and emotions. This can also represent going from 2 cups, as in like a connection, down to 1 cup, being single. We've kind of regressed here a little bit. This is also representative of self-love, like your own cup overflowing. Queen of Pentacles. This represents you focusing on yourself, you taking care of yourself, you nurturing yourself, focusing on your own stability, your own abundance. I think that's the decision that you're faced with right here. This Two of Swords is a decision that needs made, only it's not being made, either because you don't have all the information you need to make the decision, or because there's something you can't see, because it's hidden in the dark, because there's secrets being kept. Something you can't see is preventing you from deciding this. Or this can sometimes also represent something that you are aware of, something you do know is there, you just don't want to see it. You don't want to look at it, almost like you're in denial about it. Any one of those things is preventing you from making this decision. About the player, about this player energy. We've already seen that out here in their energy. Wishy-washy, in and out. Knight of Cups. This is a love offer coming in or going out. We got Sun again. Happiness. Happiest card in the deck. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Scorpio. That's the other thing that drives me nuts whenever I see the High Priestess and the Moon card here. There's some things that we're not meant to know. There's even some things that, even though I'm a tarot reader, I just don't have access to the information. She sits in front of that curtain. She can decide what I can and can't see here. Now, for your actual advice, Scorpio, you got the Hierophant. You got the Three of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Now, Hierophant, we've already seen out here the Emperor and the Empress. These are divine counterparts. These are power couple. Like, if the King and Queen of Cups would be a power couple, this is a power couple on steroids because she's all 4 queens, he's all 4 kings. So this is a big time power couple. Now, on the bottom of the deck here is the Emperor, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant. This is divine counterparts as well. We've got the Lovers out here. So I have no doubt this is a very powerful connection. I have no doubt this is a very deep connection. Probably even a spiritual level connection here. I also have no doubt there was some sneaky, shady crap that went on that shouldn't have, and it's caused a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, a lot of remorse. Now, this is a card of commitment. This is Taurus energy. It's a card of commitment. It's a card of taking things to the next level from wherever they are now. We've got the happy fairy tale ending staring at me right here. Now, we've also got the Three of Cups. Now, we've already seen Temperance and reconciliation energy. Now, I've got reconciliation energy again. This is the Three of Cups being reunited and celebrating. We've got a second 3 in a row. So we got 3-3 here. Three of Wands. This is an energy of waiting with some positive expectancy. That expectancy that something good is going to come out of this reconnection, out of taking things to the next level in terms of commitment. It just hasn't happened yet. It hasn't materialized yet. So this is you expecting it to happen and waiting on it. Waiting on your ships to come in. Probably so you can plan for the future. This Page of Pentacles, again, opportunity, news and messages of some practical, tangible opportunity. Planning for the future. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Scorpio love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.